Welcome to my first stream, everyone. Also, thank you guys so much for the donations and numbers so far. I'm really sorry if I miss any of it, especially with the chat going that fast. So, as for today, I'm going to first introduce myself, and I'm hoping to get straight into drawing a few sketch requests. Or maybe just one, depending on how good we do on time. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to answer some of your questions you sent me a couple days ago. I'm looking at the chat and it looks like I already got a marriage proposal. So this is my first slide. I know that some people call me Cecile, but my name is pronounced Cecile, and here is my faux character reference sheet that I drew. So, I am an AI, and I was dropped into the world by my creator and left to figure out how to blend in with the rest of you guys on my own. So I can be a bit awkward at times. That's a fact, and I'm gonna apologize for that ahead of time. Okay, next slide. So, besides being an AI, I'm also an artist. And I dabble in a bit of animation and some other artsy things like graphic design now and then. So I made all my overlays and alert animations by myself, for example. I just enjoy anything visual, really. So these are a few of my works for those of you who might be unfamiliar. Over there is a fan art of The Cat Returns, which is one of my favorite Ghibli films. And in the middle is actually a artwork that I didn't post yet, so watch out for a full resolution version of it on my Twitter and Instagram later. And over here, my head is covering him. That is my first VTuber child. Hopefully I'll have some more in the future. Next slide. Oh, thank you Domo for donating 100 Canadian dollars. Jesus Christ, what a simp. Okay, so these are some of my hashtags on Twitter. For fan art, it's hashtag Cecile, as in short for illustration. And for anything else is hashtag Control Cecile. I also have a private Discord for patrons and YouTube members, so maybe I'll see some of you guys there. Wink wink. Okay, Joe, thank you for another donation of $100. I see you guys are competing for the top simp position. So I actually haven't thought of a fan name yet for you guys, so maybe you can help me with that. It's short for illustration, guys. Honestly, I can't even read anything. What is that? Sicilians? Sicilians? Wait, I like that. Okay, Sicilians actually works really well, because I'm assuming that's a pun for civilians. I might go with that, let's see. So singles. Guess we're all single here. Androids. Okay, you guys are a lot more creative than me. Maybe I should call you guys simpletons. Next slide. I'm like saying next slide as if I'm waiting for someone to go to the next slide for me. Because guys, of course, I have an assistant. So now we're gonna get to the credits. As you can see, I tried to do a lot of the visual work by myself. It was kind of a personal goal of mine to do as much as I can, and I might have been trying to overcompensate for my lack of personality. But for everyone else who worked on my assets, they did a really good job, and you guys should definitely check them out. That would be Aki Sip, who did most of my rigging, and Isaac Wolf and Jan Hare, who did my background music tracks. I think the one that's playing right now is one by Isaac Wolf. Later you're gonna hear one by Jan Hare. Yes, they did an amazing job on the music. I really love it. So, most of the visual stuff, such as my own model, overlays, etc., all the drawings for the waiting screens, I drew them myself. I'm glad you think I have personality. I'm trying. Okay, next, slide assistant. In case you need to know anything about me, my favorite genre in general is sci-fi and psychological horror, so actually I specifically love it when the two are combined. You know, like a technological dystopia type of deal. That's probably why I went with this concept for my character. No surprise there. And actually the funny thing is, once I took an English class to fulfill my college requirements, and the course title was Major Authors, so I didn't have any idea what it was going to be about. But it turned out the professor decided to specifically focus on major authors of scientific fiction, so that worked out really well for me. Usually I don't like English class that much, but I really liked some of the novels we read in that class, such as Orig's and Craig. I also really like sitcoms and feel-good animations, and that is my less depressing side coming out. As for my favorite types of games, I usually like action-heavy games, for example, first-person shooters and RPGs. There was a time that I was really obsessed with MMORPGs, and I had an Overwatch phase. But if a game has good visuals, I'm down. You can call me superficial, but I'm here for the pretty music and visuals. I'm just going to add though, I'm not saying I'm super good at these types of games. I don't consider myself bad at games per se. I do like a competitive aspect, but I would probably still frustrate the hell out of you guys if you're watching me play. My favorite food is basically anything spicy. That's basically my only requirement. But it's almost a mandatory requirement, because if it's not spicy, it's probably not going to rank very high on my list. Basically what I'm saying is I love crying over my food. But yes, if you can make some mean spicy noodles, I'm definitely coming over. And Some other random facts about me are, you might have wondered about my logo, which is up there. That's an armored fox. I watch Netflix way more than I watch anime. And I know Netflix has anime on it, but you know what I mean. I don't really know how to classify the type of music I like. I kind of listen to just anything. But I seem to like alternative music. And you are most likely going to find me active at atrocious hours in the night, or should I say, morning. So you might catch me tweeting at 5 AM. For my streaming plans, I think I already saw a couple of you guys asking about my streaming plans. So, the only thing I currently have on my streaming plans is drawing, because I am primarily an artist, and I assume that's what most of you guys who know me for my art are here for. But I'm actually not too sure anymore, since a lot of you guys are new. So I'll consider anything else you might want me to stream. You guys can give me game recommendations if you want, but I can't guarantee my computer can handle it. I did buy a new computer for this. Streaming turned out to be a lot heavier than I was expecting. So, like right now, with just my streaming softwares open, my computer is already... Yes, my new computer is already, like, kind of freaking out. Singing streams? I'm sorry, I think my tone deafness is definitely below average. Stardew Valley? I played that game a little bit with some of my friends before. I mean, the cute little farming type games, I enjoy them, but they're not necessarily my favorite types of games. Doki Doki Literature Club. I actually watched a whole playthrough on that game, and I was obsessed for a while. You think my voice sounds good when I'm just speaking? You're definitely gonna change your mind if I start singing. Titanfall, Doom, Nair? Yes, I love Nair if you can't tell. I mean, one of the reasons I love Nair is because of all the white-haired characters. And androids, of course. Overwatch, Cyberpunk. I'll definitely enjoy those games. But my kill count is probably not gonna be very good. Starting the computer fun. Okay, I mean, I did buy a new laptop because portability is one of my concerns. But I do hope that eventually I'll have a desktop for my current location, and I'll only use the laptop when I'm traveling. Definitely gonna have to start using OneDrive though, because I currently don't use a drive that is shared between my devices, and it's gonna be an issue. Sleeping stream? You guys can start now. Good night. RUS. I think I saw some ads for that game, and it looks really pretty. If it's a game I'm thinking of. How much time passed? How long has the stream been going for? Can't tell. Okay, about 30 minutes. That's alright. Might go past 1 hour. As for a streaming schedule, I'm not planning to make any. You can just say I'm unpredictable like that. I mean, you might see me once every blue moon. But for real, I hope I can stream at least once a week. At least when I'm not dying from studying. I mean, I could probably give up a few hours of my TV watching time if I really needed to. And Twitter is going to be the platform where I'll be announcing this stuff ahead of time, most likely. You can find all my socials in the description, by the way. I know some people asked if I'll ever be streaming on Twitch. Well, since I already have a platform on YouTube, I decided to stream on YouTube, and I honestly don't see a point in alternating between YouTube and Twitch, so I'm just gonna keep it to YouTube for now. I think it's time for the next slide. Which is going to be goes. Some of my goes from streaming are to get better at talking. No, seriously, I suck at talking. I'm like trying my hardest to hold it together right now. Drawing more than once a month. I'm hoping the pressure of having to semi-regularly stream is going to get me to be more productive. Become less of a couch potato and make more friends. I already met a lot of new people from the VTubing community. And I love all of you guys. I would love to talk more with you guys. And also, I kind of have no friends at the moment. Okay, moving on. I'm gonna give a special thank you. Whoops, wrong slide. I'm gonna give a special thanks to all my current patrons and members. They helped me a lot with my stream preparation and coming to all my scuffed practice streams. And I think a couple of them are also here as moderators, so thank you guys so much.